We'll segue on to the BD quick tips. David's put together a wonderful list covering some of these really awesome features baked into the Brilliant Directories platform. It's all right with you, David? I'll pass over the reins and you can take us through these quick tips.
Definitely. Yeah, we got some really great ones here. The kind of common thread between all of these is that they're all really simple features contained within the Actions drop-down menu for individual members. So all of these can be found within the Actions drop-down menu in the My Members and then Search Members section of your admin area. So if we dive right on into the first one here, member listing custom footer code, you can actually add some custom content, whether it be paragraphs and images and just normal content or any other code that you want, to the footer section of individual members' profile or listing pages. So again, to do this, you would go into My Members, you'd find the individual member that you want to add this custom footer code to. You would then, within the Actions dropdown, go to Quick Edit, go to Advanced Options, and then within this Advanced Options tab, the second option in there is the Listing Custom Footer Code. And so you can paste in any code you want into this field here. So some use cases for this would be, if you're adding any third-party tracking scripts or pixels to a specific member's profile page, you can also embed any custom content. For example, if one of your members hosts weekly events and the events change week to week, maybe you don't necessarily want to give them access to publishing event posts for whatever reason. You don't want to give them access to embedding their own embed code on their profile, but you're okay embedding some pre-approved content for them. So maybe they add all of their events into a spreadsheet and then you just embed that Google Sheet directly on their profile page. You could do that here. Again, this is for individual member profile pages. So anytime you add custom code to this field, it's only going to apply to that one specific member. Another great use case for this would be for any of your premium or sponsored listings, maybe for some of your long-time listings, maybe you're already using some of the, like for example, the verified badge. You want to add some more badges or credentials or things like that to some specific members' profile pages. This would be another option that you could use to do that. So the opportunities are endless with this. You can add any code you want to that footer section, the bottom of any individual specific member's profile page.
Yeah, a lot of times what I've seen developers, they get some BD users, what they want to do is they're allowing the members to put their own chatbot on their profile page or however the live chat, but it's the live chat for the member's business, not for the website. And this just gives that listing a little bit of an edge for that profile to connect with the visitors in real time. What I wanted to show is exactly where David was referring to this quick edit. So if you go to search members, you can see all your individual members of your site. And we'll just click on quick edit, which is one of the action links here. This is we're going to focus on this for the quick tips today. And when we hit quick edit, you as the website owner can change a lot of things instantly about a member. We'll just go to the advanced options here. And even here, you can add custom CSS for an individual member's profile page. Again, these are more developer tools here, but the custom footers right here, the second option. And you can put a wealth of customizations into this little here, JavaScripts, embed code, even again, the CSS, and even just direct content that will display underneath the member's profile in the footer area.
And sticking with that quick edit section, the second quick tip here, internal admin notes. This is one of my favorite features about the platform, actually. It gives you, the website admin, or any other of your website managers, any other admins, the ability to add private notes that are only visible on the backend. So they're only visible to you or other admins on the website. And so you can add these internal notes to, again, individual specific members on your site. So to do this, again, it's in that quick edit section. You scroll down to internal admin notes, and then you can just paste in any plain text that you want into this field. And you can see this note within the My Member section. And then if you click on an individual member to actually see all of their info in the back end, then you'll see the internal note there as well. And it's not permanent, so you can update it and edit it as needed. But when you do add a note there, it'll stay there. Again, it's only visible in the back end to you, the admin, or any other admins that have access to the My Members section. So some benefits or use cases of this would be to keep track of any special requests maybe that individual members have. Maybe for some reason you're accepting a different form of payment for one specific member than you are just generally speaking for all your other members, and you want to make a note so you keep that in mind for the individual member. Maybe you have some sort of application or review process before you actually allow new members' listings to go public on your website. And so during that application or review process, maybe you add some notes going along with that process for the individual member, so that if you ever need to revisit that member's profile in the future, maybe you get a complaint or maybe some great feedback about a member, you can go back and you can see what information was reviewed during that application process. And then also, if you do have other admins on your website, other people who are managing the members of your site, this is a great way to streamline internal team communication, keep everybody in the loop so that, again, if, for example, you have an application process, one admin is handling that application process, the other admin on the site knows that the other admin went through the application process. This was the info they found, and this is why the member was accepted or denied. So just some general kind of basic use cases there, but this is a really great feature of the platform. Again, just to keep notes so that you can remember things for individual members over time. You don't have to keep, a spreadsheet somewhere else or, a Word document saved on your computer for individual notes, things to remember for some of your individual members.
Let's actually do a demo here and actually leave an internal note. Customer wanted to cancel. Let's even put a date on it. 4/17/2025. Customer wanted to cancel. We offered 2 months free extension. And I'll put my name here, Jason, and we'll save the changes. And what David was referring to is if we go and look at that member's information here, I think I did the top one. Yeah, there we go. So when you click and you're actually looking at this person's information, you can see the internal note here. You can edit it further. Another staff member can come here on another date if you want to put dates, or you can just say influencer gets free premium plan for life, whatever the note might be. Let's just save that. And if we refresh here, we should see that additional line here. Yep, there we go. So yeah, super helpful. Again, if you're not interacting with your members directly, you probably won't leave internal notes for them. But if your site is like heavy on customer service and customer support, this is a good way to just keep some notes on your members. And again, special requests, refunds, cancellations, freebies that you've handed out, you can keep a record of it here.
And the last quick tip here, almost more of a customer service benefit with this one, is manually updating from the back end, the admin area, the credit card that's on file for any of your individual members. So again, this is really easy. It's in that same actions drop-down menu for the individual members. There's a link in there to update credit card for that specific member. And when you click that, it brings up a pop-up, and in that pop-up, it'll show you the current card that's on file for that member. And if you want to update it, you can update the name on the card number, the expiration date, as well as the security code for that card. So this is really great to help members update expired or even just failed payment methods. This, going back to the kind of customer service element of this, if you notice any of the payments on your website failing, you can contact that customer. Maybe you want to give them a call if you have their phone number. And on the phone, instead of telling them that they need to log into their account and update their credit card there, if they're comfortable giving you their credit card information over the phone, you can just do it for them. You don't have to log into their account for them. You can do it all from the back-end admin area with just a few clicks. So really great way, easy way to avoid interruptions and ensure on-time payments for some of the individual members on your site. And then again, just providing that premium level of support with some hands-on billing help should any issues arise. It's important to keep in mind members can always update their own billing information on their own from within their member account. But again, if you want to take care of this for them, make sure that there's no interruptions in their membership on your website. Make sure that you're still able to collect any dues, or if you're charging for leads or for posts or anything else on your website, make sure all of that continues to function for an individual member who might not have noticed that their credit card expired, or maybe their bank is preventing some transactions from going through. You can take care of all of this for them if you give them a call and you get that info from them. It only takes a few clicks, and it's a really great premium support service that you can offer for your members.
Yeah, also, I see a lot of directory models is you get your foot in the door with a lot of free signups. And rather than passively waiting to have the member upgrade on their own or do it through an email, I know a lot of site owners, they actively call their free members, they welcome them to the site, ask them what motivated them to join the site, what they hope to get out of the site, and then they go for an upsell to like a premium listing. They explain the benefits and they go ahead and take that credit card number right over the phone. So works great for past due retention. Again, if you're going to call them or you have them on the phone, usually is the case, or if you're making that welcome call to your free members and welcoming them to the community. Let's show you where you can do this. It's actually two places you can do this in the admin area. Actually, one is here when you're on the members individual page in the admin. If we go to transactions, and we'll show you on the actions link in the example David was mentioning. Here you can just click CC info. And if there's card information on file, you see it here. They'd have no card information. So you can just add a credit card on file. So, hey, Mr. Johnson, let's get you upgraded today. So on and so forth. So let's go to the search members page. And let's I'm going to show you one more. I'm going to go back for a second. I'm going to open this in a new tab. I want to show you guys something else. But in the quick edit here, we can also update the card on file. And we'll see the same pop-up here. So we put their name, their credit card, and then we can proceed with getting a card on file and then signing them up for a subscription or whatever payment they've authorized to make on the site.